One of the greatest teachers is sex. It's seduction. And this is so important that nobody talks about this. Whenever we talk about dating or how to date women or the right lines to say, how to start a conversation, how to not be in the friend zone, or all these great things that everybody looks at that so drives the industry of men's advice in terms of sex. Isn't that horrible? Like what drives the actual topics of your sex life coming to you, so you sign up on the email list, actually has nothing to do, which is going to actually help you. And one of the distinguishing factors about this is that is seduction the teacher? Is sex the teacher? Is that, or is your ego being won? Or is your pain being alleviated? Is you finally being able to be cool or have this part of your life figured out? Is that the motivator? And see, there's nothing wrong with these things. You're going to feel that. You're going to feel alone and you're going to want to get with other people. You're going to feel that you're, you feel like maybe you have a sexual dysfunction, and all men go through this, right? They go through that. It's very, very common. But you want to feel like a man again, but that's your pain. At some point, and it's such a clear night and day thing once you've been there, is that seduction has got to be your teacher. When seduction is your teacher, you start to talk different. Like listen to Zan, listen to Eric von Sydow, Hypnotica, and then listen to everybody else. And then there's people that like bullshit about it and they're like, they try and be like Zan or some shit. But man, when you're fucking, when you're having sex, when you get to know a pussy, when you get to know a woman, and when you fuck for all the reasons to fuck. And, I was just talking about this the other day, like when some of the red pill guys, I said, man, if any of them ever like fucked a woman to the point where she feels totally like she wants to give her entire life, not just her body to you, that she wants to worship the ground that you walk in, she wants to worship your dick, she wants to hold your cum, she wants to get pregnant, she wants to enslave herself to you, because that's kind of like what I hear these guys saying. But sex will do that. It won't do that for a long period of time, but man, it'll do that for 5-6 months. Might even do that for a couple of years. And the crazy thing about that is that it's such a natural phenomenon that when you actually get there, in all the ways that you can have sex, whether that's love, because you're going to get there. If you're having sex and it's that good, you're going to fall in love. If you're having sex and it's that good, you're going to dominate. You're going to know what it's like to feel like a man, to take a woman, right? To have her body submit to yours. You're going to know what that is. That you stop needing all that other shit, right? So what do when we don't have sex teaching us love in our life? We go out and we seek it in all these different ways. We go out and we seek it with our friendships, with our hobbies, with these images, with our false sense of identity. Yet if we had it fulfilled, we'd be so much more complete and honest with those things. It's not bad to have hobbies. It's not bad to have those friendships. It's not bad to have those other interactions, but we're not sexually fulfilled, man. It comes out as a distortion. It comes out as a chase. It comes out as a need. And it comes out as a reaction to us not feeling complete. When we don't have that side of ourselves that's feeling like a man, that feels that carnal power that's so necessary that you get, if you're having good sex. If you're having good sex, man, you're going to have those times where it gets a little rough, it gets a little crazy, gets a little dominant, that you stop needing to search for those things in the other areas of your life. And that's the black and white, man. Yeah, I know what it's like to dominate somebody. I know what it's like to have sex in those ways. So much to the point where I say, have sex, go fuck, go feel what that's like to be inside of a woman in that way. And that you'll start to learn that you don't even need to be inside of her to feel that way. And that you're going to realize and learn that you don't need to do that in your social life. You don't need to front. You don't need to posture. You can just be, and you can be relaxed. That's one of those other things that benefits from sex is you start to relax in who you are. See, we make sex such an interesting thing that we chase. And because we're detached from it and we're insecure about it, and there's multiple times that I've been insecure about it in my life, and there's probably more of different experiences that I haven't had, that I'll feel insecure about it again. But we have to allow that happen. We have to know that it's going to give somewhat of a distorted voice and be ready to learn the truth after it. Man, connection is one of the most beautiful things. And if you want to learn about connection most, and if you want to learn about humanity, if you want to learn about the point of human communication and the meaning of empathy and compassion, the best thing that you can do is live that sexual life in all the flavors that it has. Now, that could be done in many different lifestyles, many different cultures. You don't have to do it in one specific way to get to the truth, because the truth of humanity and the truth of sex is within you. And man, that'll make you feel a whole lot better. Stop thinking that you need to find those answers outside of yourself in such extreme ways. Stop thinking that in order to be dominant as a man, that it means, I don't know, all this other bullshit that isn't actually exerting yourself and the true and expression of you. Stop thinking that love means this, or completion, or your sense of identity is this. Man, start connecting with people. Start exchanging. And like all sex is, two different things coming together to become one new thing. And in that transformation, whether that's life, an actual biological exchange of fluids to make another human being, or an emotion or a perspective that comes out of that intense interaction, that's going to change you. And it's fucking awesome. Welcome it all. Welcome the pain. Welcome the confusion, because that's the only way to get to the true expression of the things which will be your truth.